Here we are again, doing shots. So, your God, your clergy. The Catholic Church has never been taken an official stance on implants. But the significant presence of all matter of body modifications among the clergy would seem to suggest, like other branches of Christianity, that implants are completely acceptable in the eyes of the Church. The Mormon faith holds a different view. According to their tenets, no God-fearing Mormon can sport body-modifying implants, whether for aesthetic or functional purposes. The sole exception for life-supporting or other strictly health-related cyberware. When it comes to the Islamic faith, Islams regularly speak out against cyberware, though actual possession of body modifications is not officially barred. Judaism does not have any positions on implants, with the exception of Hispanic communities, where they're regulated individually by the community's zizis. Build your future in Rocky Ridge. Rocky Ridge, the true paradise from the big city bustle. New development opportunity outside Night City. Rocky Ridge isn't just a place to call home without breaking the bank. First unit's already available for reservation, a prime location or easy commute thanks to planned freeway extensions. But it also first exciting breath of life into the area and the heady promise of new jobs. Don't build your house on sand, build it on Rocky Ridge. Grand open. Welcome to the Grand Imperial Mall. In celebration of the Grand Imperial Mall's grand opening, we're offering 30% off everything in-house today. Today only with the code WELCOME30GIM. To claim your savings now. Hundreds of offers on thousands of products. Can't decide what to buy? Talk to one of our expert sales advisors. Can't carry another bag more? Catch a movie at the cinema? Feeling worn out? Don't leave just yet. Hopping pods are available on demand. Oh, napping. And don't forget, every purchase you make enters your name in the lottery for free tickets to the Ferris wheel and roller coaster. You won't want to miss the best view at Night City skyline in town. Articles. Caught in the maelstrom. I'm stood in the middle of Tortentos. My knuckles white, tightly gripping the Achilles M179E rifle. It was shoved into my hands just seconds before the attack. My face, arms, and synth leather jacket soaked in blood and brain matter of the psycho I'd just shot. My contact, a 30-year-old maelstromer with a green mohawk, patted me on the shoulder. Man, Phil, you ain't full of shit, he tells me appreciatively. Took you for a pussy bitch, but you gotta admit you have some steel cold balls after all. Don't worry about the sad scrap heap. If there ain't at least 20 bodies, you can't call it a maelstrom party. What had already been unsettling experience took a turn and a whole new other level. The other maelstromers continued to mock me, but I could detect a tone of approval through all the vocal distortion. My mohawk contact even proposed that they install me in one of their own district rudimentary implants. Fortunately, they did not have the mind on their iconic optic suite. So I accepted. My popularity continued to grow. No way you'd get the maelstrom mug so easy, he laughs. That tech's only for initiates. We pluck out their eyes and peel back their skin. No anesthetics, you survive, you're in. With the atmosphere now more relaxed, I asked if the rumours were true. Do they accept contract killings? My Mohawk scout nodded with enthusiasm. Oh, fuck yeah, we make a good scratch, and it's great morale booster. You know, machines aren't bothered with a mess of feelings, and that's what we aim for. Doing hit jobs like that helps us gauge out all the gooey emotions we still got left. Recently, this one guy got all whiny and snot-nosed just because we roasted some kid. I told him, I said, dude, you better relive some suppressor BD and fast, or Bossman's gonna blow your head off. The gonk should have listened. As I listened to his explanations and anecdotes, I realised that amusement clearly must be one of their blacklisted emotions. And then I couldn't help but wonder, are machines capable of laughter? Netchemans. Pacifica has everything you'd expect of a place with such an infamous reputation. Shady locals, sketchy shops, and the presence of enigmatic voodoo boys. Enigmatic, how you ask? After all, it's not uncommon for close-knit gangs to harbour secrets about the rest of the city is completely unaware, and the voodoo boys are no different than any of these groups, right? Now ask yourself this, have you ever witnessed a gang shootout? Probably more times than you can count on two hands. And who was there? The Valentinos, Tiger Claws, Maelstrom, 6th Street, but never the voodoo boys. Never them. Depending on who you ask, you will hear different stories and opinions about this reclusive gang. They are de facto leaders of Night City's Haitian Disparata. They slaughter black rosters in blood sacrifices, and God only knows where they... roosters in blood sacrifices, and God only knows where they get them. They commune with ancestors through prayer. They summon ghosts and allow them to assume control of bodies. They bring pain, disease, and suffering to the enemy's doorstep with the help of occult voodoo dolls. Perhaps you think some even of all these claims are just hollow rumours? But can you be so sure? Some say that they have witnessed voodoo boy netrunners in the deep net. Surrounded by vampires and leviathans, they traverse these strange depths of cyberspace, both more beautiful and dangerous than we could ever imagine in real space. Their objectives there are known only to themselves. So who are they? What are they searching for? What is their plan? And in the end, perhaps we shouldn't ask ourselves these questions. Some secrets are best left undiscovered. B.A. Gustadov, Respiration and the Intercircular Spaces. The theory of imperil, though overly simplistic and never formulated among the lines required by modern scientific inquiry, is in fact useful as a generic principle. Scientists today are all too ready to consign visionaries of previous ages to the dustbin of history simply because they deal with questions of spirituality, putting them supposedly at odds with the contemporary theories. 2. If indeed a person has a self, how can we therefore doubt that the self affects the body? If it exists, then it must exercise influence. In fact, this was proven only a few weeks ago by a group of scientists at the University of Toledo. The study conducted in a laboratory mice showed the correlation between regular meditation and 20% increase in lifespan. Bibliography, Total Effects of Modern Shamanism, Sensational Mice in Toledo. No technology, no weld. Other. Welcome Teachings of the New Temple. Welcome to the truth that sleep and death are twin sisters. Benefit, healing, and vivifying is gradually making its way through the scientific as well as religious worlds. Bearing on its we knows faith and the trust of the fundamental layers of life which underline all phenomena, they're cast down forever at great monarch of fear which stands at the gate of all men's minds, ready to devour each child hope which has been conceived and born in life. Time and space are annihilated in a dream life because of the rapid action of energy of mind when freed from bonds of matter. And life in a state of dream is a foretaste of what may be when the coarser grades of matter of which now hold the embryonic godmen in bondage are refined. And the energy which now must act under all difficulties, man is ignorantly thrown up as unnatural, unwise methods and practices, though countless incarnations will then be guided and controlled by a higher or spiritual form of man, for the perfecting of the body is much superior to the bodies of the present races of man, as a latter are superior to those of animal creation. Okay, we've got a few here. Archive conversation, Gucci. You here? Yeah, what's up? Wild head, it's blown for a while now, too many know about it. Show up without invites, see the NCP swoop in yourself. Blue boys don't concern me, but those actual wire heads from Maelstrom, they're getting gutsy. Better to avoid a jump from them. Thanks for the tip. No problem. Good luck. Hey, Leah. Hey, so got any eager buyers? Yep, tigers. Tripled my asking amount. Sounds good. Too good to be true. Jealous, subtle, all 'cause I'm filthy fucking rich. Bet your sweet ass I am, but that won't change the facts. This reeks a mile off. In your shoes, I'd rather stick my finger up a cat's arsehole than touch this deal. Right, gotta go. Call you from Hawaii. Nark. Oh, no, that one. Stop complaining and get rich today by Josh Da. First and foremost, important lesson, you and only you are responsible for your situation in life. Don't wait for the government to take pity on you. Don't wait for your loved ones to lend a helping hand. Just pull yourself up by the bootstraps and get working. I know what you're saying. Unemployment is at 34%, but so what? What's stopping you from starting your own business? It's that damn simple. What's that? You say you need an education, so educate yourself, for Christ's sakes. From now on, I don't want to hear any excuses. What matters is that you can be rich too, but you have to want it, and for that, you have to work for it. Archive Convo, Kadishi and Nakamura. Kadishi? How's it going? You jack her out? Gonna need more time, boss. We can force disconnect, but she won't tell us a thing. Gotta find someone who knows the bugbear works. Who knows her? We got runners who just made contact with her. I'll just call you. Custom order. Jug Shnobo. Gitaro Shubo. You ever make any dildos that look like blades? Not sharp or anything, but I want one shaped like a katana. Okay, we'll skip over that. Archived Min Hid and Emon. Min Ho. Good, what's up? Fuck all. Still sitting in the shrine. It's fucking 5 already. What are they talking about so fucking long? Compassionate and shit. Maybe we hit the city, soon they'll let you off. Fuck that, I'm hitting the road. hitting a dam, then hitting a sack. I heard Jotaro's got new girls, and they're no joke. Hold on. Flick you a steal by email. Ooh. Okay, man, reel me in. I'll sleep when I die. Knew you'd see the light crew. Let me know when you're good and I'll pick you up. Sure, thanks. Another one. Gorka and Miller. What the fuck did you do, Quack? What? The paint editor you chipped doesn't fucking work. It hurts so bad it makes me want to rip my optics out. When I'll find you, I'll cut your throat and fucking scalp. Try booting up the implant first and use the run editor command. Okay, yeah, that worked, sorry. You're welcome. Oh, your next procedure comes with a negative 100% discount. Harry Leon and Andrea Allen. Got a target in the truck we jag. There's some kind of data carrier. Who knows what it is? I can't contact the PBS. Could you send someone over to take a look? Now's not a good time. All my people are occupied-o. Maybe someone in the Tataras has a sec. I'll ask around. I just got word, no can do. Just take it for now, deal with it later. Friedrich and Omar Baraski. Get your ass to heaven ASAP as we got a man down. I'm in the clinic, tell me what's wrong with him and I'll get prepped. Got blasted by a node up close, heavy bleeding, fuck knows what else. Okay, I'm standing by. Aswag and Othmar. Got a new guy? When have you got an opening? Same rate as usual. I'll have to wait now. How long? Let me know when I can squeeze him in. I can bring him there clean. Had to detox the last guy first. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, literature. Corporate Wars the musical. Absolutely phenomenal. Ziggy Q. True to art and history, Kiana Lee. There were many explosions. Gillian Jordan, N54 News, Act 1. The Fourth Corporate War was underway. Saburuto Arasaka was displeased with the process of his son Kai, who is commanding Asaka's forces. He instructs Kai to defeat the enemy in order to prove himself as a worthy successor. Kai deserves above all to gain acceptance and pride of a cruel father. So he devises a scheme to place all biome of the war's outbreak squarely on Militech. Their conversation is overheard by Sora, a Miltech agent and also beloved adopted daughter of General Donald Lundy. Sarah concludes that they have only way to quickly end the bloody conflict is to assassinate Kai. General Lundy comforts the daughter and gives her courage. Soon, Andrew, a young idealist and idolater of Saburo, arrives at Night Cities. His dream is to find the last living seagull in the world, so he attempts to stow aboard the Arasaka ship. He is discovered, apprehended, and mocked by the Arasaka security. Meanwhile, Sarah is preparing her ambush against Kai, who is due to inspect the ship the very same day. When her target appears, Sarah is poised to fire her gun, then suddenly her eyes lock on with Andrew's. Time stops, spark fly. Young love is born. After a moment, Sarah shakes free of her daze and fires at Kai. She misses. Andrew then intervenes, shielding Kai with his own body. Miltech agents must flee the scene. Kai has noticed the twinkle of eyes in the young lovers when their eyes met. Under the guise of gratitude for saving his life, he decides to use Andrew as bait in a trap for Sarah. He orders his scientist to heal the young man's gunshot wound and secretly install a synthetic heart containing a nuclear bomb. He formally accepts the young, grateful man into Arasaka armed forces and, knowing Andrew's reason for stowing away, convinces him that Militech is responsible for the destruction of the marine ecosystem and seagull population. Act 2. Sarah returns to General Lundy after failing a mission with her father's love. He is able to forgive her, comfort her, and then he offers her a chance of redemption. He assigns Sarah to lead a charge on Arasaka Tower and end this nightmarish war for good. Still smitten from their grief encounter, Sarah and Andrew simultaneously come up with the same plan to search for the other in cyberspace. By chance, they find each other at a virtual coral reef. At first, they are overwhelmed with unbridled passion of their new love, but quickly realise that they can never be together. Andrew erroneously accuses Militech of destroying the original coral reef, causing Sarah to realise that her beloved has become a member of Arasaka's security force. Both corporations are preparing for a final confrontation. Andrew and Sarah mourn their unrequited love. General Lundy worries over the risks of his soldiers' fate. Saburo reminds his son that he has only one more chance to earn his father's pride and respect. Kai has come to the conclusion that his victory cannot be assured, so he decides instead to blow up Arasaka Tower and pin the blame on Militech in hopes of earning his father's love in death. Sarah's unit enters Arasaka Yona. The two lovers meet as battle rages around them, but neither can bring themselves to harm each other. Kai attempts to detonate the bomb in Andrew's heart, but the detonator fails, stuck in a nefarious idea. Kai instead shoots Sarah, killing her on the spot. Andrew's heart breaks with grief, causing the bomb inside to detonate. In the moment before the explosion, Andrew gazes up in the sky, witness seagull soaring overhead. Nuclear bomb explodes, destroying the tower. Young man seagull and his dreams. And that's the song they wrote. 10,000 beats a second. This has got to be some sort of drug thing. I couldn't believe my eyes for a moment. I thought Jessica had changed them out for 40 Karoshis whilst I slept, but no, that wouldn't have been like her at all. I blinked again, no change. There, I saw him as clear as day, open flaps where Joss's chrome skull. I saw an electronic brain that up until now had been hidden by perfect imitation synth skin. The son of future tech CEO, the boy of my damn dreams, Jason. He was an android, shit. I sat there, struck as a dumb expression on my face as Jason stared back with one of his own, but I couldn't help but wonder now. Were those beautiful eyes his? The same that had pierced my soul, merely... Give me a second. Were they merely a mimicry controlled by some algorithm? Had there ever been anything real behind those times? Not once. Alex, it's not what you think. He pleaded with a strange, authentic note of panic in his voice, and I wanted to believe him. I really did. Well, clearly it hasn't been, I replied, in equal parts anxious and bitter. Me and my rotten luck. The first, I lost a guy I fell for, and he turns out to be a goddamn motherboard on legs. No, that's not. Jason suddenly broke off awkward smile. Wait, did you just say fall off? Fall for? My cardiac implant began to beat more and more quickly. My face flushed. Had I been wrong? Could this body of bolts, wires and plastic really contain whatever it was left of the real Jason Cortez? If his father was able to design a synthetic heart for me, maybe he could. Same for his son's brain. Question is, why? Dr. Havoc and Radon. That sounds like a superhero team. Introduction. The blottery sphere is in dire straits. The Iranians have occupied half of the city. Them and their Technocrat Scourge have transformed almost everyone into hordes of mindless zombies. Battery Arena is now the final point of resistance against the invaders from Planet X. It seems the end is inevitable, that is, until the legendary mercenary pair arrive just in the nick of time after years of mysterious absence. Amidst the cigar smoke and a glint of chrome armor, Dr. Havoc and Radon slaughter scores of enemies without mercy. After all, who could possibly slow the mighty force of a laser arm mountain of muscle and his spitfire of a sidekick who can transform into a sentient cloud of radioactive gas? Okay, I tell you, no one so far, Rose Torino and Monty Mortani, Elizabeth, take us into a world of computer games first imagined by the bestseller novel Kibble and Scoop by Abe Frost. Fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a roller coaster ride of comic book violence if you've ever wondered what the action of Battery Arena may have looked like. Not far. Whatever section this is. John and Denveg. Yo, Matt Lowell says hi. Says you were there in some unit, Militech. Matt's alive? Yeah, why wouldn't he be? Saw him step right into a mine in Panama. Shit, I thought he didn't make it. How's he holding up all these days? Fine, I guess. Still has nightmares. Takes a lot for it, but who of us really has better? Yeah, that vet life, huh? Yep, endless, homeless, fucked on a war no one understood. Yeah, Chrome, what can I say? Not gonna get much better. Yeah, I know. At least it's good to know there's someone in talk with the old days. And not to be alone. Notes. The Eradicator User Manual. As you know, rats, Rattus novarus, are the prime carriers of dangerous diseases. The Eradicator lets you deal with these lethal pests quickly and effectively. The Eradicator contains explosive mix of poison and trace amounts of radioactive material. Even the toughest rodent stands no chance. Spread the Eradicator around your house. If you wake up in the night to the sound of a wet poop, it means it's working. Entry 36. Weird, it looks like Anon 42 is right out. After all, I recently found a previously uncharted section of the net out in the boons. Even though I'd already been there maybe 20 odd times, I guess you can only access it with the right parameters. Only cost me a week of sleepless nights, but I finally finished the Leviathan and punched through the section undetected. At least I think. Good thing too, because it turns out that Anon 42 sliced Night Corp servers against me. I really should take a break and quit the net for a few months, but those files just look really suspicious. Sweet. Now, the other part of this equation. So we got this. Now she's dead, congrats. What are you hoping? Because thing didn't matter. Cards for sale. Nothing that I really want. Takamura. Okay. Got a few new here, so these are jobs I've most probably done, and ooh. That looks neat. You, Judy. Yes. Got your number, friend. Bugbear. Shrine, messages, cars for sale. Oh, you didn't fancy the Smarties either then? Well, that looks an interesting car. Oh, I already have that. Okay. So that's all that. Bugbear. Wait, just gonna go down. Hey, that's that. Tarot. We have 3. We have 3.